To those of you who are joining us from around the region, I welcome you to the shores of the Pacific island of Fiji. And as I usually say, to those of you who are coming from around the Pacific, welcome home. The UN resident coordinator, who I'm told is going to provide a video address. Country representative for Fiji, Kiribati, Tonga, Vanuatu, of the Global Green Growth Institute, Mr. Daniel Munoz-Smith, the officer in charge of the International Labour Organization, Mr. Christian, I'm going to try and make this name sound right, Thiggalan. Yes? No? I'll take that as a yes. Entrepreneurs, MSME owners and innovators, who I see plentiful here this morning. Private sector representatives, development sector partners, and of course the UN agency staff, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, I bring greetings to you this morning. It's my pleasure to open the Pacific Islands Entrepreneurship Expo here, which is a convening of stakeholders in the Pacific Islands entrepreneurship ecosystem to discuss gaps and, of course, identify opportunities that can help the sector grow in the future. I am delighted to stand here before you today as we embark on this exciting journey of fostering innovation, encouraging collaboration and entrepreneurship across our Pacific Islands. Please allow me to acknowledge the importance of entrepreneurship in the Pacific. Entrepreneurship is critical to driving economic growth in all of our countries, creating jobs, sustainable development in our region. As a hub of the Pacific, Fiji is most pleased to host this expo that brings together development agencies like the UN, the Global Green Growth Initiative, the Asian Development Bank, business service providers, financial service providers, and of course, the entrepreneurs. It's about time that we are able to come together and talk about common issues that challenge us and also issues that would provide us the initiative to go forward. Ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurial spirit, creativity, and our resilience have always been at the core of our Pacific communities. And today is indeed an open opportunity to work together and to harness exactly that. The creativity and innovation that entrepreneurs bring to economies is indispensable in somewhat fragile Pacific economies and provides the growth and progress that we need in an increasingly digital-obsessed and fast-paced world. As the region continues to recover from the pandemic, economic fallouts, and contend with ever-present risk of climate change, the strong entrepreneur community can help imbue our economies with resilience as well as vitality. The workshop and panels addressing various topics today aim to not only bring entrepreneurs of our region together to discuss some of these ideas, but also to connect them to policymakers and to development agencies that stand ready to help them realize their full potential. Ladies and gentlemen, today is about creating connections and providing opportunities. The Expo aims to connect micro, small, and medium-sized enterprise with key stakeholders from the public, private, and development sector. Creating meaningful connections between entrepreneurs and stakeholders will pave the way for innovative partnership and opportunities for growth, and indeed opportunities for growth across the countries in the region. I thank the host of this expo, I think two of whom have been mentioned earlier on this morning, who hatched up the idea of this expo, and for bringing everyone here together. And I urge the participants, the entrepreneurs, to engage in this opportunity to the fullest. And please engage with all those who are present, form lasting networks that can be very useful for you in the future. Building a favorable ecosystem is very important. Having a supportive ecosystem for entrepreneurship to flourish cannot be overstated. Whilst there are various challenges that entrepreneurs in the region need support with, including access to finance, which is always the most important part of trying to start a business, access to information, mentorship, training, ease of doing business, and a favorable regulatory framework. I am confident that at this expo, and as it concludes, the region's entrepreneurs will be in a better position to take advantage of some of the opportunities available to them that they didn't have when they started. You would also be endowed with expertise, experience, and technical know-how of those who are here with you today, and most importantly, people who might address some of the issues that you have. Your government, the government of Fiji, is committed to creating an enabling environment for our entrepreneurs by, amongst other things, improving our ease of doing business ranking and boosting access to markets. In this regard, the value of collaboration between public and private sector in nurturing the current and the next generation of Pacific entrepreneurs is key and most important. It is so exciting to see the diverse range of entrepreneurial talents present at this expo. And you could not even begin to ask any of that just by passing through the main door. You can see the colors and the products, which represents the different mindset of entrepreneurs that now exist and thrive in our greater Pacific today. I encourage all of you who are attending to engage with other entrepreneurs and also to learn from their experience and explore potential opportunities for collaboration. At the same time, one thing I would like to stress is the important role of innovation in driving business growth and creating a competitive edge. We must never cease to foster innovation. I hope that innovation, in addition to partnership, a key theme of this expo, is properly galvanized. Given the challenges already highlighted earlier, your innovation is the region's front runner in overcoming them or even using them to your advantage. The limited resources we already operate with means that we have to be smarter and be more efficient with how we use them. And this principle also applies to entrepreneurs as much as anything else. It certainly does apply to law. Ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned earlier, a strong entrepreneurship ecosystem contributes to building resilience in our economies, particularly in the face of challenges like climate change and, indeed, global external disruptions. Take the pandemic as a case study, with our region's economies reeling, especially as those that rely on tourism. We came across truly inspiring stories of people innovating to survive. and many I see already sit here in this room, who were critical components of our survival as communities and as a nation during the years of the pandemic. Many were forced to become entrepreneurs overnight, and they have not looked back since. Even in a crisis like COVID-19, the potential for entrepreneurship to contribute to sustainable livelihoods in our communities was clear and obvious, supported by resilience. This expo will contribute to entrepreneurs' development in the region and in various ways, but some more crucial ones include the need to raise awareness in the region that entrepreneurship is a viable and inspirational career choice, particularly for our youth and for our women. Improving visibility and access to finance for growth-ready startups and entrepreneurs by convening key decision makers, financiers, and investors in the region. Showcasing innovations and business plans to investors and other interested stakeholders. Providing a network opportunity to connect enterprises with investors and financiers and even like-minded business people. Also important is the encouragement that policymakers have had to address the barriers to ease the rank of doing business and entrepreneurship. Providing practical tools and information to upskill entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs. Demonstrating a high level of regional cooperation between roundtable development partners and their commitment to contribute to coherent and meaningful impact in the region. Looking to the future, I am extremely optimistic about the impact of this expo on the entrepreneurial landscape of our Pacific Islands. This forum could be the genesis of establishing a regional body or a committee for the Pacific on MSMEs. This will create better visibility, a stronger footprint, and enable us to collectively work together to lobby for donor support. I reiterate your government's commitment to nurturing entrepreneurship and driving economic development. And I promise you that you have our full support whenever you may need it. I once again express my gratitude to the organizers of this expo, the sponsors and the partners who have made this expo possible, and welcome all attendees to make the most of this opportunity. In closing, let us embrace the spirit of entrepreneurship, collaboration, and innovation as we navigate this exciting journey together. Let's make the Pacific Islands Entrepreneurship Expo an event that can be a catalyst for positive change, growth, and prosperity in our region. I thank you once again, and I wish you this expo a resounding success. Now,